What's going on, guys? As most of you probably know by now, this is indeed a third generation iPad. I unboxed it the day it came out on Friday. You can view that video right here in case you missed it, or you're just bored trying to kill some time. Either way, to the point of this video, this is just going to be a pretty quick setup of how I take notes in school. So if you've been following me on Twitter at CPU Kid, by the way, you'll know that I've been taking this to class to take notes and stuff, and I have to say that, especially with the Bluetooth keyboard, it's an absolute amazing experience. It takes, the ease of use of type and the autocorrect and stuff, mixed in with the fact that you have touch capability so you can draw graphs freehand and stuff. I mean, it's absolutely amazing now. This has replaced about 4 of my classes, my notebooks I no longer have to carry with me. The only reason that it hasn't replaced all of them is because some teachers still aren't, on board with having electronics on in class, because you can browse the internet and stuff like that and get distracted. But starting next semester, I'm just going to start taking notes on this regardless. But since we're already halfway through the semester, it's kind of hard to just kind of chuck all my handouts and stuff out. So anyway, I'm just going to show you guys a quick run through of my setup, the app that I use, and things of that nature. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. So here's the iPad. I'm just going to take the smart cover back like we all know and love. And so now I'm actually going to show you how to pair the Bluetooth keyboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the keyboard itself is on and discover. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to settings, and underneath the general tab you want to click Bluetooth. So there you go. And now, as you can see, my keyboard has been discovered. I'm simply just going to tap on it. The first time you pair it, it'll ask you to type in like a 4-digit code on here on the keyboard, then hit enter, and then just pairs. As you can see, the keyboard's now connected. I also have that little Bluetooth logo up there. So pretty simple process. And now I'm actually going to launch the application I use. It's called Notability. So right here, here's the icon. I believe it's about $1 in the App Store. That was when it was on sale though, so I think the original price was like $4 or something, but regardless, check it out. So as you can see, here's some of my economics notes. Very neat, but this is how I actually take notes in class. The setup looks a little bit like this, but with this glare right here, I'm simply going to prop it up with the smart cover and use it pretty much just like a standard laptop. So as you can see, the screen rotates, and now, I mean, it really does look like I have a notebook, like a laptop or something. It's like a MacBook, but of course, like I said, you can type on or write on the screen, things like that. So I'm going to give you guys just a quick demo of the keyboard. So scroll down, and as you can see, I've done this video once, didn't really work out, but very simple. It works just the way you would think. As you can see, it's being deleted, and that highlight right there, it's as simple as selecting the eraser and then getting rid of the highlight. Very cool things. So once again, back to the text, the typing tool. Just come down here. You see random text. Go down, return again. Now I'll actually type something. This is a test. Now if that was something very important, I could select the little highlighter tool up here. Kind of hard to do at this angle, so the app actually is very fast and responsive. I'm just being a noob right now. But anyway, so if I wanted to highlight it, it's that simple, and now I know that that was important. And as you can see, I actually did do that quite a few times up through my notes. All those different highlights there. And once again, I freehanded all these different graphs. So I mean, it's really stuff that you can't do on a computer with a keyboard. I'm allowed to do here, which is very nice. And getting to the part that a lot of teachers really don't like, if the teacher is just rambling on about something that I already have down in my notes, whatever, I can simply catch up on, let's say, a YouTube video by going into Safari, catching up on Buana's latest video, or I could even come into, let's say, Twitter here, and then read up on some of the newest tweets. And of course, this keyboard works across every single application. By the way, shout out to you if you see your avatar here. I see David DeFranco, John Rettinger, David Banther, iDicky, 90s Life, great, follow them. Anyway, enough shout outs, but regardless, this is definitely an amazing setup for taking notes in class. I highly recommend it if you have an iPad. You can even use the on-screen keyboard, which is actually pretty accurate when it comes to autocorrect and stuff, but you really can just never beat a physical keyboard. And this is very portable as it is. I mean, this is just as thin as the iPad pretty much, so it still beats the crap out of carrying like 4 different notebooks. So without rambling anymore, thank you guys for watching. That's just a very quick overview of how I now take notes in school. The iPad is a great use for that. I absolutely love it. I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. I have a lot more iPad content coming up. I'll do some app reviews and things of that nature. So before I ramble anymore, finally, thank you guys for watching.